What's up? My name's Cozy. I have Pisco with me. We're gonna be going over a big match today for Morris Esports. It's about to go crazy. Pisco, I don't know what your thoughts are, but my thoughts are I don't know what's going on, but we're about to go crazy. So let's take a look at our teams today. Maybe, or I'll keep talking. Alright, so we got Caladrius. We have the ball, the wrecking ball. You know, I'm big on the wrecking ball personally. I hope they do pull out the wrecking ball. I went on wrecking ball for a tournament called Kunoichi, and my team told me to switch. I was very sad. We also have Kaz on the soldier, Guts possibly on the tracer. You know, I'm a big fan of Lucio. I don't know how to say that name. Vixie, that's what I'm gonna say. On the Lucio and Ashvia on the Ana. You know, this is a great team comp for many reasons. It's also a bad team comp for many reasons. We'll see what they actually pull out. I'm sure it won't be this. So let's take a look at our other team. So we have FAU Owls Blue, Dishier. I'm so sorry about these names. Dishier on Reinhardt, X Tony on Widowmaker, Yui on the Genji, Darth on the Roadhog. You know, that's a great support hero. I agree with that. And Dixie Rogue on the Kiriko. This is a great team comp for many reasons. Also a bad team comp for many reasons. I would love to see the double tank, so I'm hoping they're gonna pull it out for me, you know. But I have a feeling we're not gonna really see Darth on the Roadhog. I'm not sure if the teams are ready, but I'm ready. How's everyone's night been in chat? Talk about your night in chat. I know Pisco's been having a great night. I've heard a lot of great things about Pisco. Maybe Honeybun will join me. I don't know. You never know. She might decide to pull up. She might decide not to. Honeybun's my cat. So we have a map to be determined for control, but you know, I'm a big controller. I'm a control freak, as they say, on the Lucio, you know. You gotta have that speed boost out of spawn, so maybe we'll see some Lucio here. And it looks like we're going to Nepal. Which point of Nepal, I'm not sure, but let's see what team comps come out here in about 10 seconds or so. You know, Nepal's a great map. I don't know how to play it, low-key. Unless I'm on like DPS, then I'm like, okay, I know what to do. I can shoot the enemy team. On support, I'm like, yeah, I don't really know where I'm supposed to be. I'm just gonna run around. So we do see the Lucia on both sides, as well as a Baptiste. Oh, okay, we're gonna have the Baptiste on both sides, as well as the Sigma. We have Venture for Caladrius, big fan, big fan. And we have the Cassidy on both sides as well, but instead of the Venture for, oh, okay, I had the teams wrong. Ash instead of the Venture on Caladrius' side. So let's see how this turns out. You know, they're going to be walking out of spawn shortly here.
Capture the objective.
I believe this point is called Temple or something like that. And we're walking the point. Usually teams are going to take this right side high ground here, and looks like both teams are going to fight for that. Let's see what this Venture does here, because the Ash is really going to, you know, take that angle, take the poke there. And it looks like Caladrius is gonna win that out with the Ash. They just have a little bit better poke there compared to the Venture. Owls Blue are gonna start pushing out again here, but Caladrius is gonna take first control at that point. Caladrius does have a little bit better ult economy right now. We're coming up on the Sigma Flux real quick on that side. But we do almost have the window on Owls Blue, which, holy moly, Shayla is going crazy on that window farming. You know, sometimes you gotta farm that support ult, and that's exactly what Owls Blue has done. Caladrius almost has that Flux already though, so you see the window come out. Alright, we're gonna get anything? We're chilling? We're chilling? Alright, yeah, sometimes you gotta take that little chill angle, you know, off to the side. Oh, but now we see the Flux, and Vixie is there, Darth is not going to quite have the beat for it. And we don't have a lamp ready in time either, or it seems like it might goes down first. They shoot it, you know. Sometimes. Oh, I'm hearing a little robot in my ear. Um, so Caladrius is going to keep control of that point. Now they're going to have their own window coming out soon, as well as their Ash ult and their Cassidy ult. And on the side of Owl's Blue, we no longer have that window, but we do have the beat, so they'll be able to perhaps survive an ultimate or two here with that. They're going to push in, try to take this high ground control again. This year, trying to walk up, but getting real low with it. And they do fall. No ultimates used on either side. And that's going to be the cleanup from Caladrius. Pretty nasty with it. I don't know. They got some good control here. I wonder if Owl's Blue will switch up their approach. They do have the Flux and the beat as well. They're still a little slow on the DPS ultimates. Caladrius now have their beat coming up. They have their window. They have their Castiel. They have their Bob. Owl's Blue goes to point first. They do switch up their approach. Ooh, and that's a little unfortunate. They do pick up Dishir there, and as well as Shayla with the Cassidy ult in the window. Beats used on both sides. Try to keep control of that point. Does Owl's Blue? I'm not quite sure they win this out here, but they're trying. They get another touch with the Venture. But it's not going to quite be enough. I don't think they have another touch. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Flux not able to be used. Dishir picked it a little bit too early to use it. But, you know, good try. GG. Go round. We're going to go on to the next round and see if Owl's Blue can pick up a little point percentage this time. Doesn't really look like we're seeing much switch up. Looks like we're gonna run the same comp again. No TP out of spawn. Sad. But you know, that's just how it is sometimes. We're punching around. Nobody even trying to get the net. Get the ball in the net. Damn. Not even gonna try. Alright, well. That's just how it is sometimes. Alright. Walking out of spawn. No switch ups. Same comps. See how it goes. Alright. Walking the point. Looks like Owl's Blue is going to try to take the left side of point. I think that's smart. Caladrius just playing behind point. Chilling. Adventure running a little bit low, but gets healed back up pretty quick. And we're just taking some poke. Shields out. Shield down. This big poke is. That's just how it is, you know, you gotta take it slow. Oh. Owl's Blue running a little bit low here. The Crazy Cat also runs low. The lamp is used. And Caladrius is able to survive this. And they do get point control here. They're running low. I don't know if Astrio can keep up here. No, they're able to. And 2 from Owl's Blue fall. So that'll be the end of the point. However, some ultimates. I got a new cast and trust. Edgar's gonna be joining me. I don't have to solo cast anymore.
Yes, right. Hello everyone. I'm going to be hopping on live as we speak. Okay, Owl's Blue versus Caladrius. First of all, nice to meet you. Second of all, tell us a little bit about what we've been seeing thus far.
Caladrius just have that. They got the strong hold on point. I think their poke is a little bit better because they're running the Ash over the Venture. So they've just got a lot of strong control here.
Yeah, reasonable. They're going to be coming up with quite a few tools here as well. They're going to be trying to get it to snipe through with the Castiel. Not going to get a whole lot. Defensive beat is out here, so Dish's ult is going to be shut down almost centrally there. You have the Lucio going in so deep, so aggressive right now, but you always have to be a bit careful, right? Darth with a perfectly timed beat, but now that's the ghosting on for Crazy Cat to go with that Sigma ult, slams them right back down to earth there. Dishia taken down there. Crazy Cat doing a phenomenal job right now. It was just about waiting out that ult, right? You deal enough damage to force the beat from Dart. It means you have nothing else to deal with, and now we're in Final Fight territory.
Yeah, that's great. Really good hold from Caladrius. Ultimate's expended. Beat Flux comes out from both sides. We are coming up on the Venture ult and the Cassidy ult on Owl's Blue, and then we have the Bob on Caladrius' side. So Owl's Blue does have a slight ult advantage here. Let's see how they use it.
Yeah, remember, new tanky Bob, right? And Guts are taking that before they even touch the point. Barely going to be caught out there, but on the point there. So that's the window of opportunity here for Caladrius to get back into this one. And they're also going to use the Tectonic Shock as well. A little bit of Venture Gaming coming out here from Yuri. Seems to work out quite well. Caladrius going to be pushing aggressively, trying to get a bit more ult charge. But, of course, now they need perfection.
Right, so Owl's Blue finally getting some point percentage here. Caladrius holds on to the Bob as they retreat, so now they have the ult advantage. You can see their percentages are also a bit average hiring. We throw out the Bob here.
Yeah, Bob going to try and do something on the point. Nice dynamite as well, going to be burning up a couple of extra members, overwhelmed with damage. Owls Blue, to their credit, they do make a big team retreat here, but that means they might be forced to get out of the point. 99%, you can't afford to do that right now. 2 trades going to be coming out, but losing your tank is always going to be a terrifying prospect when you want to recontest the point right here. That's a window. However, Crazy Cat went so low initially, but instead uses the grass, gets a bunch of shield. Now you have a Sigma on the point, shooting through their own window as well, with 1,000 million overhealth, if that's even a realistic number right now. Yuri is able to get a healer. However, Crazy Cat going to be slamming everything down. Vixie's back. Darts dies 98% to the beat. That was the key that Owls needed to get back into this one. It should just be all over the crying for Caladrius right now. Even with some Yuri heroics right here. It's been stalling out this point for so long. What else is it going to be? Right, Caladrius taking this first map. I'm sure they did really well on Sanctum. I'll just have to take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean it was 100-0, so it was a little tough for Owls Blue on that point. I'm not really sure how the tournament rules are. I'm assuming Owls Blue gets a little map pick here. Or...
So I wish that I had the information for you, but I literally just.
Surely they get map pick, right? And they're able to show us their skills a little bit more.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll never know.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Cozy. How are you? So what was the plan before, and why am I now being dragged in at the last second?
I believe I was supposed to have another caster, and we haven't heard from them. So we'll Cozy solo cast for the first point until thankfully I have you now.
Well, maybe I am just the best to ever do it, and so that whoever I replace, I'm just better than. No, I'm not actually. I'm not.
Potentially.
But yeah, so I'm learning the rules of this tournament on the fly. I'm learning about this tournament on the fly, learning about these teams on the fly. So it's a pretty good environment for us to be in, Cozy, right?
Exactly, yeah. You know, I was casting, I was filling for cast earlier in Rising Chord, and then they were like, you know, we need a caster for Marmoris. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up. What is a Marmoris?
That's a good question, because I actually do not know. It's a little scuffed over here, but you know, we're doing our best.
Marmoris definition, block of marble. Okay, that doesn't sound correct.
Oh, block of marble, you know. I feel like that's a pretty good like definition, right?
Love me my marble blocks, yeah. So right now, yeah, I'm trying to figure out the rules of this tournament. We actually do have some tournament details. So the second map is going to be hybrid, and actually going to be Numbani picked, which is something that we haven't seen at the highest level for a while, right? I don't believe it's in the map pool for Face It Leagues, and even though LCS Asia, they haven't any map pick kind of format. If there are pools, it's not in those pools either. And teams also just don't favor Numbani, right? The first point is very annoying, for lack of a better term, you know?
Yeah,
really...
all my homies hate Numbani.
All my homies
we're not picking Numbani ever, given an option.
I mean, yeah,
Just,
and for Caladrius, who show their ability to play those long-range snipers as well, it's going to help them, right? You're not going to do-si-do nice and up close with the enemy, you know?
Yeah.
Venture's going to be less effective there.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how Owls Blue decides to play this. I'm assuming we'll see some different compositions coming out here. Yeah, we're gonna see a little dive from Owls Blue. Caladrius pulling out the sim. We'll see if that sticks or not. Maybe that's a little TP out of point or something.
Rheinkop? Oh, wait. Rheinkop on Numbani first?
They are about to have a crazy TV. Yeah, that's a little sus on attack on first for Numbani, but you know, I've seen crazier things. So
That way
I'm
Hickman
expecting
party.
we're gonna see a TP the high ground here, for the Rhine and just take over. We also have the Echo, which is interesting with the Rhine. We'll see how this works out for Caladrius. I'm a little skeptical.
So you have your game plan set out, right, for Caladrius, where you're playing the wrong comp, quote unquote. It's like you're going to use the Sim TP to get the high ground. You have to clear it, and then you can put presence on the point. And then essentially, it's a race against the clock, right? And that's what's going to happen. TP is going to come through a makeshift dive onto the battle, but the boot there was perfect from Darts, I believe, was able to get them all onto low ground, but it didn't matter because, yeah, the Rhine dropped, but the rest of the team were able to follow up onto that one. Astria's traded out, but the Echo putting in some ludicrous value in that small corridor here. Small corridor Overwatch still very much in full force, and Caladrius taking that first point in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I mean, we got the boop on the Rhine, but the rest of the team is there to follow up on Owl's Blue, and they don't quite have the rotation ready to get away from the brawl. So Caladrius caps that pretty quickly. And we're seeing some ultimate charge from It's a Snipe.
Yeah, a little bit of a snipe. Here's what we want to see coming out from these guys right now. Wins on the high ground, and Darth gets there again. Bro, my Rhine is diving. What's happening right now? He's in a rough predicament, but the healing is good. Certainly Caladrius know how to play around this Reinhardt, and they're being enabled by the Symmetra, right? We know at the highest level, when the London Spitfire ran their Rhine comp way back long ago, that was enabled by Symmetra play, right? And now Crazy Cat is just playing some more small room Overwatch, exactly where Rhine may thrive, but that was a bit of a greedy fire strike to go for. And we do have a DC, so I do believe that we are going to have a pause coming through for Darth's DC.
Surely.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
What I like is that when I'm actually casting, I lean down to see, so everyone just saw me hunched over like a little gremlin there.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do the little gremlin cast. Yeah, so we're seeing the Rhine play on Numbani, which is a rare sight for sure. But you know, the TPs are doing great. All right, we're doing a 5-minute break because of an internet reset. We're having some trouble for Owl's Blue, but you know, we'll be back shortly.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rainbow Open from Marmaris Esports in, I believe, our Twilight division today. We're going to be getting back in this game as soon as we possibly can right now. We do have Darth back in the lobby right now, so Caladrius there. We're going to have a little bit of forward momentum, but 5 minutes did rail up, but Caladrius were willing to let Darth have an extra minute to get back on, so what nice charitable fellas.
But yeah, very kind of them. So we see some ultimates coming up. We're seeing the that's a big pick.
Yep, okay. Losing on Winston the moment the fight begins is not exactly how you want to take that one, right? And now we're looking at almost 6 minutes on the time bank. On Numbani, this is absolutely unheard of, right? Caladrius just running through full steam ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to cap this third point here. So maybe we'll see a little bit of a hold from Owl's Blue. We do see some swaps, which means we're losing out on some ultimate charge. Okay. Yeah, we're swapping up the entire team comp. So Caladrius is going to have a big ult advantage coming up here. You see they almost have 5 ults rolling into this last point.
Yeah, they made that happen, but what are they going to do about Crazy Cat Shatter, right? Absolutely nothing as they lay the hammer down, end up getting the damage through there as well. Going to be cleaning this entire fight up the side of Caladrius. Echo, Dupe came through onto the Cassidy. It's a snipe getting through there. And this is the issue with changing your comp, right? You give up every single ultimate. You don't even touch the point. 4 minutes 55? That's unheard of. What the hell?
That's like a world record. That's really tough. You can't, you really can't switch up your comp last second like that when they have so many ults on the line. Yeah, it's a little tough. I mean, you lose a player halfway through the game. You lose your momentum a little bit. Maybe you lose track of what ultimates the other team has. It happens.
Especially because I do think that in the fight that they end up losing, Owlsblue actually had a pick. They were able to pick off someone in the enemy backline, but then they lost one of their own backline as well. So suddenly their 4v5 was a 4v4, and then Darth had to get back from spawn as well, so you're fighting it for a while, and everything just gets messy from there. Owlsblue don't seem to be too vexed about it, though. They're going to stick to their guns, stick on the Arna Brig right now. Generally, how the Arna Brig is going to be played, it's essentially which tank is strong in the meta right now. And Winston is very workable. So that means the Arna Brig is going to have a place. But oftentimes it's favored with the Lucio Kiriko style instead to play it more fast, but that works a bit better on, control and flashpoint, or maybe push maps. On the Barney, you can afford to take it slow.
Right, exactly, yeah. And the Ana has the range as well, which is quite useful on this map. It looks like Caladrius is now going to run out with their defense on the Winston. We're not seeing any more Ryan Sim. Owl's Blue is going to stick to the same comp that they were running before third point. So we'll see how they approach this. Looks like they're going to walk main here. Perhaps take a high ground, jump shortly.
They're waiting on something, right? They're waiting on the whole team to be ready. Yeah, the Owl Blue do push up onto the high ground, but Tony actually caught the Echo differential is out there, and losing your Echo means you're losing so much of that range damage and burst fire potential as well. Crazy Cat is very keen to just kind of dip in and out of this high ground position here. Owls Blue don't actually want to fully back out here. They only really had one pick off come through there. I'm interested to see that Ashbia is picked the BAP here.
Yeah, that is an interesting defensive comp, but BAP Brig is actually pretty good against Winston. Prevents the dive perhaps a little bit better than Ana does, so maybe that's why they're running it.
That's very reasonable. Trades has come out on both of these teams right now. It's always going to favor, oftentimes it favors the attackers, but the spawn from Nabani, the attack spawn is so far away from the point.
Right.
And defense spawn about equidistant, to be honest, so it doesn't necessarily matter quite as much as Crazy Cat is still set up on this high ground. It's going to be Disha clearing that one out, has the, I guess, superior raw healing output with the Ana just pumping those shots in to keep it on the high ground. Now you've staged there, you can stage over to the other high ground as well. You don't have your bubble, but you do have a lot of damage, and Guts finishes it up on the high ground as well. Crazy Cat just absolutely controlling Owl's Blue right now, not letting them have any space in this one.
Yeah, you saw that shield on the Echo. So Tony could not really get any healing from their backline. They fall, and then Crazy Cat jumps all the way back, gets the backline out, and fights over. We do see some ultimates coming up. We have almost 4 for Caladrius, and we have almost 5 for Owl's Blue. So maybe a slight advantage for Owl's Blue coming into this next fight.
The numbers don't lie, and they could spell disaster for Caladrius, right? Yuri is set up on this angle, going to be charging closer and closer to that pulse bomb, wants to end the fight before it even begins, but why even need to, right? Crazy Cat will take out Tony, but you reckon that the Nano is going to get the value here, right? But being booped all over the place, 2 Briggs, that's definitely 2 Briggs too many for a Winston to have to deal with, right? Dishio going to Primal as well to deal with the backline. Actually going to be booping Ashbia out, but still going to be living there. And now FAU Blues, they've swapped up their composition. No more Ana, going to Akiri Lucio instead.
Yeah, we swap off the Brig, even though we're close to rally, which, you know, I think that's probably the way to do it. I don't think the Ana Brig was able to get much value. I think Caladrius had too much of a hold on the sightlines there for them. So now we're going to see a little bit faster play from Owl's Blue, but they're playing into almost 3 ultimates here. It's going to be tough.
Going underneath is what they want to do. They want to ignore that initial high ground and then jump on there, right? But again, it's another boot. The whip shot was absolutely perfect there. Vixie doing such a phenomenal job keeping their team in this one. Means that Ashby is so free on the high ground to just rain a hail of bullets all the way down there. Crazy Cat chasing them down. Hungry like the wolf is Crazy Cat right now. A bit ironic considering the name, but hungry like the cat doesn't exactly have the same ring to it.
Not quite, not quite. Yui is almost coming up with this pulse if Owl's Blue can get a touch here. We still have 3 ultimates from Caladrius, though, to hold on to this point. This might be a little rough. So maybe we'll get a big fat pulse bomb, and Owl's Blue will be able to open up the fight.
Yeah, Darcy's just going to speed now, desperation, right? You have to actually touch the point. Is they going to accomplish that? But Guts on this high ground so free right now, essentially playing Kovacs. Pulp on the point as well is going to lock that one down. Means that Tracer is going to have a tough time banging into this one and being hounded down as well. My goodness, a rallying Brig. Possibly the worst thing that you could see in the world as a Tracer. Yes, you get a little return to sender coup de grace with the pulse bomb there, but Darth not able to touch this one. Caladrius going 2-0 up, and honestly, I think it's going to be a 3-0 before we even know it.
Yeah, it's looking pretty strong from Caladrius here. 2-0 on this point, and Owl's Blue does not even really get any percentage on that point at all on their attack. It's just a little rough. So we'll see what they choose for their 3rd map. I believe it's Flashpoint. We see this play the game from Crazy Cat. Kind of nasty with it. And
yeah.
that is
as they would say in England, nasty with it.
Nasty with it. It's very true. If you're from England.
Yes, we are going to be taking a 5-minute break as well. Let the juicers. They've been working overtime. They had to scramble to find someone last minute to get in, and they got my handsome face, so you know what, they're blessed. But you're going to have to go without it for 5 minutes. I know, awful, right? So yeah, we're going to be sending it to a quick break. We're going to see if Caladrius can shut this one out, or if Owl's Blue can start a beginning of some kind of reverse sweep. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Twilight division of the Rainbow Open, hosted by Marmaris Esports, and Caladrius have shown sheer dominance thus far. There's no better way to put it right now. Ours Blue have looked all out of sorts, losing to the rank competition on Numbani with a 5-minute timeout remaining. Isn't a great look right now, but let's put it just down as a testament to strength to Caladrius as we go over to Suravasa for our next map. Cozy, do you feel like there is any miracle that Owls Blue could pull out right now?
It's looking a little rough. I don't know. Owls Blue has not gotten a whole lot of percentage. I think they got a little bit on Nepal. They've not gotten very far against Caladrius. So we'll see if they're able to do anything on Suravasa. This is their map pick again. It is Flashpoint, however, so you get to pick one of two maps. It's a little rough. But Suravasa, you know, might be able to pull out some little sneaky here. We'll see what they end up doing. It's looking a little rough though, I will say.
Suravasa also rewards team play so much, right? Flashpoint is simultaneously so... It's organized chaos, right? Oftentimes, you know, the point will spawn in the most random location. They'll take fights in places where the devs never dreamed that you would end up taking one. Any portion of this map can turn to a battleground at any point right now. And looking at Caladrius, ladies and gentlemen, it may in fact be Malging time.
Oh, not Malga. Come on now.
Malging time! Malging time! We love to see it.
Not me personally, but that's just me. So I hope Owls Blue is able to dish it out to this manga. However, we are running the RAM for this year. So it might be looking a little rough into this manga as well as the Sombra.
Yeah, playing against Malga is a game of cycles, right? Now, they did recently get that nerf, but essentially the collapse just came through there, and tonight has been taken out completely. Sombra still pumping in this damage from the side right now, and that's going to be the fight. Even with the Malga being lost near the very end there, it seems like, and I say seems like tenuously, that Caladrius are going to be taking first cap on this point.
You know, Sombra hacking my feed right now. Oh. Not really sure what's going on.
We tried to ignore it, guys. We tried to ignore it.
Maybe that's a sign to switch off the Maga and the Sombra. You know, comp on Suravasa. I don't know, are we paused or what's the deal, Prod?
The game didn't like that. Yeah, we're refreshing.
The game is still going. Like Edgar said, I believe Caladrius got that first cap. Not really sure though, to be honest.
We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll be stuck in this strange limbo for the next 5 minutes or so. Okay, well then, while we have time to kill, how's your day been, Cozy?
It's been great, you know. I was chilling earlier. I played some Overwatch.
Okay, you couldn't have been chilling. You couldn't have been chilling. You were playing Overwatch, right? So it had to have been a bad day.
I love Overwatch, so I was straight chilling.
I'm glad one of the casters does.
Caladrius gets 83% on this point. However, Owls Blue just switched it over while we had our eyes closed. They're still running the same comp, and they have Pulse Bomb coming up very soon here, as well as their support ults. So Owls Blue might be able to hold it here for a little bit longer.
Seems like my best guess is that they opened that fight picking off Snipe. Snipe has so low ult charge compared to the rest of the team, right? That it's clear that in the second fight, the Sombra just got negative value, right? Now, Yuri's actually been able to charge up to this Pulse Bomb as well. Going to be doing some spy checking as well. Could be delaying the engage a little further. But there's actually the engage. It seems like Cass is their target of choice. They hack the Cass. They jump in with the Malga as well. Pop that Cardiac Overdrive, delete them from the game. It's a formula as old as time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's so sad because Owls Blue has 5 ults now and they're not even going to be able to touch. Like, I think backing out there was not the move. They should have just tried to stay on point and fight, even if it was a losing fight. We do have 4 ults now from Caladrius. They do use the duplicate there. But Owls Blue will have a slight ultimate advantage. But compositionally, I think it's just going to be a little tougher for them, even with that. It's just the Ramattra into the Maga, not the ideal tank matchup.
Yeah, and that's going to be a hack coming through onto Shaylu, who actually gets bullied out there. That's going to be the cage as well, trapping up this Cassidy and the Matra as well. Basically just trapping up everyone. I'm not sure why I started naming people individually, because Crazy Cat call them the US prison system, where they'd just be imprisoning everyone all at the same time.
So true. So we do see two ultimates used from Caladrius here, none from Owl's Blue. They just kind of collapse on Owl's Blue backline and clean up the fight from there. So let's see how Owl's Blue tries to use these ultimates now. I want to see a little window or an annihilation. Oh, but we see the MP.
Yeah, there's the decisiveness coming through. Crazy Cat just runs in, no fear at all right now. And the rest of the team able to follow up. Massive EMP on the flip side as well there. Owl's Blue have had these 5 ults since the first fight. They haven't been able to use them.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not going quick enough. Caladrius, they have a bit of a faster moving comp. They're just ready to go in, like, immediately. You can see it's a snipe lining up a hack right now.
Yeah, on the high ground, we have an annihilation to work with here for Disher. We have everything closed. Crazy Cat on the backside as well. Again, and finally the window's going to be popped, but what window is that? Let's be realistic. Pulse one from Yuri, all but cosmetic as well, going by the wayside, and Caladrius might be time to just put them out of their misery.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see the beat come out there for an approach onto the point, but it's just not used, and now we have another duplicate and a cage coming out from Caladrius, and we're still holding on to the beat, the annihilation, and the Cassidy ultimate from Owl's Blue. I would love to see a beat for this fight. Surely we see a beat, right?
Surely, surely. It's been written in the. It's been written. It was foretold by the ancients that we would see a beat come out, but maybe
I'm
they were
ready
wrong.
for it.
Yeah, Crazy Cat's also getting closer and closer to another cage right now, especially strong on these kind of enclosed flashpoints where there's so low that you can't exactly avoid it. You have to get on point eventually, right? And you can just get ran on right now. And there it is. The timing from Caladrius is perfect. Disho actually wants to turn the tables here with the over health from that annihilation being sped through by Dart as well, so doing a good job of enabling them. But this is the issue, right? Owl's Blue, as we just see, Malga just ran through the entire team. My issue is this, right? Owl's Blue could have continued to chase there. The Malga and Kiri were on the back foot, but they didn't chase. They played it safe, thinking, okay, we'll take the point presence, and it just didn't work, as Vixie stares longingly at Crazy Cat's back muscles right there. I mean, I want to have Malga's back muscles, don't we all?
So true. We're gonna see a switch over to the Junker Queen. I don't know. It's again not the ideal tank matchup. But you know, Queen's strong on Flashpoint. Maybe we'll be able to see something get done. We do see the duplicate come out.
Yeah, and also the engage from the Malga as well. This is what we in the industry. This is what we in the industry, ladies and gentlemen, call Malging time. Whenever I say it's Malging time, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Big ult from Guts as well there in the duplicate. Yeah, and it's going to be Caladrius staying on this one. They also get charging up to an EMP.
Yeah, this is looking quite rough for Caladrius. We see the EMP coming out real soon here.
Yeah, and they're going to have the high noon, but I guess
EMP before they're able to touch.
EMP is huge, and that's just about as close to a shutout as you can get. Didn't even have time to make a tweet about this match, ladies and gentlemen. Caladrius going to be winning that one out 3-0, showing utter dominance here. That's the message that you want to send in the Twilight division.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first match of this tournament, and Caladrius are looking like a team to beat for sure.
Yeah, very strong.
We'll see some VODs coming out on our Twitch page if you want to take a little rewatch.
Of course. I mean, essentially, if you want to see a stomp, if you want to see one team being fed to the slaughter, then that's exactly why you were tuning, right? Owl's Blue,
Yep.
It seems like just a bit of a differential in the matchup, to be honest. There isn't one specific thing that you could point out. Mechanically, and micro and macro, they were just not on Caladrius' level today. Owl's Blue, they have the opportunity to practice. We are still very early. This is the first Twilight match of the tournament, so they have time to improve, but I feel like Caladrius, they need to get as high as they possibly can right now.
Yeah, I mean it's just a little tough. I think on that last map, I think there was a bit of a tank composition diff. Owl's Blue, if you're out there listening, Sigma, real good in the manga. If you don't want to run the manga
Yeah.
yourself, please. I never want to see the manga ever again. But you know, very strong character right now.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Was there anything that you wanted to say before we left off here, Cozy?
You know, the great first match in this tournament. I'm hoping to see a little bit closer matches later tonight.
Yeah, later tonight.
I think there's another one, isn't there? Okay, I'm trolling.
Yeah, there is another
Never
match,
mind.
but no, this is the only stream match of the night. So it's been a quick one, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, short but sweet. That's exactly how we like to do it here at Marvelous Esports. We will be back tomorrow for our, I'm gonna guess, Rainbow Division? No, it's called the Rainbow Open. Yeah, Rainbow is the tournament team. Okay, for ours, I'm going to say, I don't know. For our division tomorrow,
Something.
that will be on. Right, Sunlight Division will be on tomorrow. And yeah, so we'll be there for that. Thank you so much. I have been Egder today, joined by Cozy. Want to give a shout out right now to our producer Echo and our observer Mothia as well, working overtime to get this stream to you. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.